Hi guys, Santown here. In the year 2017, something came over Michelle Almerac and Mylene Altan. These are the. I'm not so familiar with the Mylene Altan name, so educate me if I'm ignorant. But, well, what do you know? Did they do a great job? We're going to talk about it today. So, Bottega Veneta. Okay, let me slaughter it with my pronunciation. Okay, this is obviously flanker is you the Velours, right? Not you the toilet or whatever, but you the Velours. Oh, right. Let me get down to what this perfume is about. It's meant for women. Sorry, I beg to disagree. I like this a lot, and I don't care if it's for women or aliens or worms or whatever it is. I'm gonna get it and use it, only to find out apparently it's discontinued, like all good things. So, is there any point watching the review? Yes, because they do still sell some old bottles, number one. Or otherwise, how do you think I got this? All this small one. And if people are more vocal, there's more buying interest. We hope that the manufacturers see the utility of bringing some of these good ones back. A lot of people talk about the woodiness of it. Well, to me personally, as a guy, I find the right wood is a big turn on. Pun unintended, sorry. Yeah, that's why I really love Terre de Hermes. Okay, it's got this luxurious wood feel to it. It's just lovely. It's like I'm sitting in some kind of a very ensconced, very luxurious, peaceful, calm, how to say, surrounding. Okay, maybe like an old gentleman's club kind of a place, this kind of thing. I absolutely loved the Hermes. And here we got the so-called female one with the woody feel, where although the ingredients you don't really see much wood at all, you just say spices. It opens with pink pepper and bergamot as usual, and then they go into these two beautiful core notes in perfumery, which you don't see so often blended. Okay, which are rose and jasmine. Rose gets blended a lot with oud and incense and all that, like Chopard's products. But to have this blend of jasmine and rose, I'm very, very impressed. I smell many female perfumes with all those ylang ylang and all those white florals and ozonic feel, and it never really sometimes it feels like someone just took some flowers and start chopping them on the table and you get some scent emanating. It's not the most positive thing. But here, Bottega Veneta's noses hit the jackpot, because it's just the balance is just beautiful, right? It's like good music, right? You can throw in every single instrument, drums, trumpets, guitars, everything into it. But ultimately there are songs which just voice and guitar and you still love them. Why is not just more instruments means better music? Because it's all about harmonics. It's multi-dimension actually. Something that is like sort of crafted, right, holistically and presented to you. It's authentic in its own self, right? Doesn't need all this addition of things just for the sake of it. So this perfume does not have a horribly long list of ingredients. I already mentioned some of them to you just now, like for example pink pepper and spices and rose and jasmine and so on, and leather to sort of give a masculine touch to it. Yeah, great job, right, to both of them, to both the noses. Criminally underrated, unfortunately, but people are talking about how they sort of found these and love it, and it's not really available. I need to check my local, the so-called mall proper, whether it is indeed the case, or I got to look up articles. This one. So why would they stop it? Only Lord knows, right? Just as I always went about perfumers being uncreative and just throwing out flanker after flanker, we're not even bothering to change the bottle design or anything, just a tinge of color change and put a word, either perfume, whatever, and then just pump it out to people. We live in such a world, and yet occasionally you get this kind of original styles and all, and oddly enough they are like they get taken off the market and so on. I find this interesting in capitalism because it's not you do see it sort of often, like certain sports cars where the first generation is awesome, probably they want to get in the customers, they want to show it's good and all, and the subsequent models they start riding on the coattails of the reputation of the brand, and then they just start slacking. So that's the sad thing about many things in life, where once it becomes like known, then the deterioration of quality inevitably happens due to various factors like profitability, all these kind of things. So how to say, and irony being that when sometimes someone creates something original, to whatever reason it's not, or maybe people are so used to certain things that something even a higher offering is not attractive to them. Could that be so? That's why, for example, if you look at some of the handphones and TVs, they offer the so-called cinematic format at 24 frames per second, if I remember correctly, which is objectively a poorer quality compared to higher resolutions. But the human eye, the human psyche is so used to considering that frame rate as so-called movies. They get that warm fuzzy feeling when they see such frame rates, whereas anything different gives them more of like a drama vibe or TV show vibe, like that kind of a thing. So that's the weird thing. Our tastes sometimes have been so corroded by the big multinational companies which keep pumping with marketing a certain generic sense, right? So we are all walking like bots. Only when a salesperson or somebody makes an effort to sort of explain to you or say, give this a chance, take a time, maybe you will grow to like it and all that, because these are not very typical mixers, and a lot of the time people might hesitate to buy it because it smells in a possible way strange. But I think you should definitely take a look at it. I think if the fans support, I think Bottega Veneta, you the Velours should make a comeback. So guys, do your part. Ask your local sales agent, or if you happen to live in wherever the people who are manufacturing this, put in a voice, say it's good stuff, and hopefully more uh, how to say, people will love it. Okay. I don't think it's just me, because when I'm having a read in the internet, there are quite a number. I don't see that in other perfumes who say that probably they bought a the toilet version of this or whatever, but they found it and they really enjoy it. So just like a beautiful balance between a leather and a high quality rose and jasmine. So going back to that thing I told you about the first model of cars or whatever, so maybe they put in too many expensive ingredients. They saw it's very good. Maybe they have difficulty matching the price or sourcing that level of product on the long term, so inevitably maybe rather than pumping out lower quality stuff, they decided, okay, let's just stop producing this. Okay, it's sad. Sometimes you think that even at a 80% quality, 70% quality, we need to accept because it's just such a beautiful combination. But anyway, I would not say RIP to Bottega Veneta. I'll probably give one of my highest marks. Let me give it a 4 point, drum roll, 4.95. Okay. Maybe later I'll do a long-term review. This might be my more of an initial impression of after smelling it. Really love it, and let's see how it does over time. But knowing the law of irony, good things always get punished or always disappear. So anyway, for those who are lucky enough to have one, enjoy it, guys. So yeah, this will be one of the best that I smell. I think after my first encounter with Dior, when before all this YouTube era and so on, Fahrenheit, which made me go like, wow, what is that? The whole violet slash gasoline thingy and all that, which to me it smelled of like certain peculiar insects that have this strong odor when you kill them, not in a bad way though. So that's for me. I felt Dior Fahrenheit was like a path breaker in perfumery. Before that, things were just more like powdery and like the normal flowers and stuff. But they really took a bold direction, a step there, and they're still, I mean, on top of the game with the a few years back they launched the Savage and so on, right? So anyway, I digress. I give this one of if not the highest marks that I've ever given any perfume, and not a household name like say Calvin Klein or Tommy Hilfiger or Guess or Chanel. Bottega Veneta might be a bit of a lesser known in certain parts of the world, but in terms of perfumes, they are really punching about their weight. So congrats, guys, and hope you guys bring this bottle back. Let not the world of perfumeries be poorer for not having this scent. Okay, do share your thoughts. What do you guys feel? Do you think you agree with me, or do you think it's absolute trash? So see you guys soon. I'll be reading the comments. Take care, guys. Much love. Bye bye. Send hound.